There have been great golfers. There have been dominant golfers. And then there has been Tiger Woods, a player who produced moments so extraordinary that the crowds watching them in person couldn't process what they had just seen until they heard the roar from behind the ropes confirming it was real. These are the 10 greatest shots of his career. And if you think you already know what's coming at number 1, wait until you see it explained properly. Number 10. The Stinger on 18, Pebble Beach, 2000 US Open. By the time Tiger reached the 72nd hole at the 2000 US Open, the contest had effectively ended 24 hours earlier. He was leading by so many shots he needed only a par to close out a record-breaking victory. He pulled a 2-iron. Not a driver, a 2-iron. He hit what became known as the Stinger, a low, penetrating bullet that bored into the center of the fairway at Pebble Beach's iconic Oceanside closing hole, staying 15 feet off the ground the entire flight. The shot was not necessary for the victory. He had already won. But the precision of choosing to compress a 2-iron that way, on that hole, when a simple layup would have been entirely sufficient, said everything about how Tiger understood the game differently from everyone else. He won by 15 shots. That remains the largest winning margin in the history of major championship golf. Number 9. The Approach on 18 1997 Masters. The 1997 Masters was Tiger's first major. He was 21 years old. He shot 18 under par and won by 12 shots in the most dominant debut at Augusta in the modern era. On the final hole of that final round, Tiger hit an approach from the fairway that finished inside 3 feet. He made the birdie. He lifted his cap and embraced his father Earl at the edge of the green in a moment that became one of the most replicated images in sports history. The shot was almost a formality. By that point, the tournament had been decided by Friday. But it is the punctuation mark on one of the most complete major championship performances ever played. At 21 years old, he had redefined what Augusta was capable of witnessing. Number 8. The Flop Shot at Muirfield Village 1999 Memorial Tournament. Tiger's short game in his prime was often described by fellow professionals as operating under a different set of rules from everyone else's. At the 1999 Memorial Tournament, he hit a flop shot over a bunker that brought the gallery to complete silence before erupting. The ball had to travel almost no distance, but the margin for error was essentially 0 too soft, and it catches the bunker, too hard, and it runs off the green. Tiger opened the club face to a degree that looked impossible, accelerated through the shot, and placed the ball within 18 inches of the hole on a surface that offered no forgiveness. The gallery's reaction, the silence, then the noise, was a sound particular to Tiger, not regular crowd reaction. The response of people who understood they were watching something they were not going to see again. Number 7. The Eagle Putt at Valhalla, 2000 PGA Championship. The 2000 PGA Championship produced one of the most dramatic final rounds in tournament history. Bob May played the round of his life and matched Tiger shot for shot through 18 holes at Valhalla in Louisville. The shot that set up Tiger's eventual playoff victory was an eagle putt on the par 5 18th. After his approach left the ball 20 feet below the hole, Tiger read the break and rolled the eagle home. The putt dropped. The noise was seismic. They played a 3-hole playoff. Tiger won, but the eagle on 18 told everyone watching exactly how that playoff was going to end. Number 6. The Driver Strategy at Hoylake, 2006 British Open. Most golf highlights are remembered because of one incredible shot. This moment is different. It wasn't one swing that made history. It was an entire week of smart decisions that showed why Tiger Woods was thinking several steps ahead of everyone else. The 2006 British Open was played at Royal Liverpool Golf Club, also known as Hoylake. The course was very dry because there had been almost no rain. The fairways were hard, which meant the ball rolled much farther after it landed. For many players, that sounded like an advantage. They could hit their drivers and gain even more distance. Tiger looked at the course differently. Instead of trying to hit the ball as far as possible, he focused on putting it in exactly the right place. Every hole became a puzzle that needed the smartest answer, not the most powerful one. So he made a decision that shocked everyone. He left his driver in the bag for almost the entire tournament. The driver was the club that had made him famous. It was one of the biggest reasons he dominated professional golf. Most players would never think about leaving it unused during a major championship. Tiger did. Again and again, he stepped onto the tee with a long iron instead. The crowd expected a huge drive. Instead, they watched him calmly hit a controlled iron shot into the fairway. It wasn't because he couldn't hit the driver, it was because he didn't need to. Every iron shot landed in a predictable position. From there, he always had the angle he wanted into the green. The dry fairways couldn't create unexpected bounces because he wasn't hitting the ball too far. He completely removed unnecessary risk from his game. Round after round, his plan worked perfectly. Other players attacked the course with power. Tiger attacked it with patience. By the end of the week, he had won the championship by 2 shots. Many golf experts still believe this was one of the greatest examples of course management ever seen. It proved that golf is not always about strength. Sometimes the smartest player wins by making the simplest decisions. Tiger didn't overpower Hoylake. He outthought it. Number 5. The approach at Bethpage Black, 2002. U.S. Open. The 2002 U.S. Open took place at Bethpage Black in New York, one of the toughest golf courses in America. Before players even reached the first tee, they saw a famous warning sign. The Black course is an extremely difficult course, which we recommend only for highly skilled golfers. It wasn't there for decoration. Bethpage Black was incredibly demanding. The fairways were narrow, the rough was thick. Missing the fairway usually meant losing any chance to attack the next shot. Every mistake was punished. Tiger Woods handled the challenge better than anyone else. Throughout the tournament, he stayed calm while other players struggled. He didn't try to force risky shots. He trusted his swing, trusted his strategy, and slowly built a lead. Everything came down to the final hole. Tiger stood in the fairway knowing one more solid approach would almost guarantee another major championship. The pressure was enormous. The green was firm and difficult to hold. From that distance, most balls would bounce forward and roll off the putting surface. Tiger struck the shot perfectly. The ball flew with the ideal height and landed softly on the green. Instead of bouncing away, it grabbed the surface and stopped safely. The crowd immediately understood what they had witnessed. He calmly took 2 putts for par and secured another U.S. Open title. The shot wasn't dramatic because it nearly went in. It was dramatic because it was exactly what the moment required. When everything was on the line, Tiger produced the safest and smartest shot possible. That ability to deliver under pressure separated him from almost everyone who played the game. Number 4. The 6-iron at the Island Green, TPC Sawgrass 2001 Players Championship. The 17th hole at TPC Sawgrass is one of the most famous holes in all of golf. Almost every golf fan recognizes it instantly. A small island green. Water surrounding every side. One mistake sends the ball into the lake. The crowd gathered around the hole knows exactly what failure sounds like. When a golf ball splashes into the water, everyone hears it. That makes the pressure even greater. During the final round of the 2001 Players Championship, Tiger Woods arrived at this hole needing something special. He selected a 6-iron. There was almost no room for error. Hit the ball too short and it lands in the water. Hit it too long and it flies over the green. Pull it left or push it right and the result is the same. Tiger stood over the ball without showing any emotion. Then he swung. The ball flew directly toward the flag. It landed safely on the front of the green and slowly rolled forward until it stopped about 8 feet from the hole. The crowd exploded, but the job wasn't finished. Tiger still had to make the birdie putt. He carefully read the line, trusted his stroke, and rolled the ball into the center of the cup. Another roar echoed around the Island Green. It wasn't just a birdie. It was one of those moments that fans remember years later because everything happened under maximum pressure. Tiger made one of the hardest holes in golf look almost easy. Number 3. The Fairway Bunker Shot, 2000 Canadian Open. If there is one shot that proves Tiger Woods could do the impossible, it happened at the 2000 Canadian Open. Standing on the 18th hole, Tiger held a one-shot lead over Grant Waite. One good finish would secure another victory. Then came the problem. His tee shot found a fairway bunker. The ball was buried in the sand more than 200 yards from the green. Between Tiger and the flag was a lake. Most players would have played safely back into the fairway and hoped to win with a par. Tiger had a different idea. He pulled a 6-iron. It sounded impossible. From a fairway bunker, more than 200 yards away, over water. His caddy, Steve Williams, later admitted he wasn't sure Tiger could even reach the green. Tiger never hesitated. He made one of the greatest swings of his career. The ball exploded out of the bunker, flew over the water, landed on the front of the green, and rolled to within about 20 feet of the hole. The gallery erupted. Tiger calmly made the birdie putt to seal the victory. Even today, players and golf analysts regularly rank this as one of the greatest fairway bunker shots ever played. It wasn't just the difficulty of the shot, it was the confidence to attempt it when the tournament was on the line. That single swing perfectly captured what made Tiger Woods different. When everyone else saw danger, Tiger saw opportunity. Number 2. The birdie putt on the 18th Torrey Pines 2008 U.S. Open. The 2008 U.S. Open is remembered not only because Tiger Woods won. It is remembered because he did it while playing through incredible pain. Most people didn't know the full story at the time. Tiger had a torn ACL in his left knee. He also had stress fractures in the same leg. Every step hurt. Every swing caused pain. Yet he refused to quit. On the final hole of the last round, Tiger faced a birdie putt of around 12 feet. If he missed it, his chances of winning the championship were over. Thousands of fans stood completely silent. Millions watched on television. Tiger studied the putt one last time. He rolled the ball. It started slightly left. Then it slowly broke toward the center. The ball dropped into the hole. Tiger exploded with emotion. His famous fist pump returned. So did his unforgettable celebration. The putt forced an 18-hole playoff the next day. Most players would have withdrawn because of the injury. Tiger came back anyway, still limping, still fighting. After another exhausting day of golf, he finally defeated Rocco Mediate in sudden death. Only afterward did the public learn just how badly injured he had been. 2 days later, Tiger underwent surgery. The birdie putt on the 18th wasn't just one of the greatest putts in golf history. It became one of the greatest displays of determination in sports. Number 1. The chip-in on the 16th 2005 Masters. When people talk about the greatest shot Tiger Woods ever hit, this is almost always the first one mentioned. The stage could not have been bigger. The final round of the Masters tournament. The 16th hole at Augusta National. Tiger had missed the green. His ball rested in thick rough above the hole. The shot looked incredibly difficult. The green sloped sharply from left to right. If he hit the ball too hard, it would race well past the hole. Too soft, and it would never reach the cup. Everything had to be perfect. Then he played the chip. The ball landed softly on the edge of the green. Slowly, it began rolling down the slope. It curved exactly as Tiger had imagined. For what felt like forever, it stopped on the lip. Time seemed to freeze. Then gravity took over. The ball finally dropped into the cup. The silence instantly turned into one of the loudest roars ever heard on a golf course. It perfectly captured what made Tiger Woods different. He didn't just hit great golf shots. He created moments that people still replay decades later. Like and subscribe for more breakdowns of the greatest moments in sports history. Drop a comment. Which of these did you actually see live? Thanks for watching.